So this is our code, which is in assembly language, and we have to convert this code into pass1. The output of pass1 is intermediate code. For that, we have to prepare mod table, pot table, symbol table, and literal table. So this is our given code. This is John. After John, start is given. Start means here is start of our program. And after start, 100 is given. 100 shows the location counter. So we have written 100 into LC, that is location counter. If nothing is specified, in that case, we can say location counter starting address should be 0. So I am writing 100 below the location counter. By observation, we can say that pseudocodes are the start. This is our start. I am copying this pseudocode into the pot table. After start, using is another pseudocode. You after using DC, then DS and Atlas, end. These are the pseudocode which are present in the given program. So these are the pseudocodes. In pseudocodes, we have to write down address of the routine. So you can give any function name for this particular routine. Suppose I am giving p underscore start function. Likewise p underscore using. You can give any function name to this pseudocode. This is our pot table. Now second turn is we have to find out the mod table. Mod table contains mnemonic, hex code, length, and format. Which are the mnemonics which are present in the given assembly program? Here is L, A, and ST. These are the three pseudocodes. So write down this pseudocode in the mod table. L, A, and ST. L means load. A means it stands for the addition, and ST means it stands for the storage. So hex code is anything that you can assume, and we have to write down. Suppose we are assuming hex code for L is 5A. Suppose hex code for A is 5B. Hex code for HT is 5C. And what is the length? Length depends on the format of that particular mnemonics. What is format for mnemonic L? Either it should be RX or RR. If your mnemonic contains R, that means we are using RR instruction format. Otherwise, we can say that instruction format is RX. So here R is not present in the mnemonic. So for all mnemonic instruction format is RX. So length of RX instruction format is 4 byte. This is our mod table. So we have done with pod table, we have done with mod table. Now we have to write down intermediate code. In that case, I have maken two parts. One is LC, second one is statement. LC means your location counter, from where, or we can say from which address this particular program starts its execution into the memory. Suppose here 100 is given, so I am writing 100 into the location counter. Location counter. First statement is John. What is John? It is not present in pod table, it is not present in mod table, and it's not starting with equals to statement, so it is not a literal. So only one thing is remaining, that is our symbol table. So we can say that John is our symbol. So write down John into the symbol table. So what is address of that John? Here location, address of location counter is address of that particular symbol. Here address is 100, so address of John is 100. And always length of start is 1. So I am writing 1 into the length, and it is always relocatable. So I am writing R in column of relocation. After John's start is given, what is start? First of all, check this start, either it's present in pod table. Yes, start is present in start table. So there is no entry required for start. After start 100 is given, that is its location. So move towards second line. Second line of our program is using star comma 15. Our first task is check that entry is present in pod table or not. Yes, using is present in pod table. So and sorry, length of this symbol is 0. So using is present in pod table and address of routine is already given. So write down second statement into the intermediate code is using star comma 15. Star shows the current address and 15 is the register number. So what is LC for this second statement? Length of start is always 0. So LC for second statement is also 100. So next we have to move towards line number 3, that is L1 comma 5. I am copying this line into the statement. What is L1? First of all, our first task is check this L is present into pot table or not. No, it is not present in pot table. So second, after it, if it is not present in pot table, then we have to check into the mod table. So yes, it is present in mod table. So here is mnemonic L which is present in mod table, and size of this mnemonic is 4, and instruction format we are using is RX. So after execution of this line, LC should be 100 plus 4, that means 104. For next instruction, LC should be 104. Then 1 is our register number, so there is nothing to specify. Next is 5. What is this 5? 5 is not present in mod table, it is not present in pot table, and it is not starting with equals to sign, so it is not a literal. So we have to make entry of this 5 into symbol table, FIVE, that is 5. I'm adding into the symbol table. What is address of this and what is length, that we will find line given particular label. See here, 5 is here. When we calculate this code, at that time we will get the address of this 5. So after L, here is we have to, instead of like 5, we have to write down the address of this particular symbol that we will decide later. Here symbol is denoted by a dollar sign, and here serial number for this is 2. So I am writing $2 instead of address. When we get this address, I will write address. So next line is A 1, 4. I am copying this line as it is and writing into the intermediate code. A is our mnemonic which is present in MOT table, and length of this A mnemonic is 4 byte. So after execution, or we can say for execution of this particular statement, memory should take 4 bytes. So next instruction will start execution from line number 1 of, or we can say from address 108. So this is the location counter for next instruction. 1 is our register, so there is nothing to update. And next is our 4. What is this 4? 4 is the symbol. So we have to make the entry of 4 into the symbol table. So I am writing 4 into the symbol table. What is address of this 4? That we will decide when we will solve, when we will see this statement, that is 4DCF quotation 4. So what is address of this 4? That decide later. So instead of writing 4, I will write $3. That means symbol table 3, which denotes the address of this particular symbol. So after A, next statement is ST 1, 10. I am copying this line and writing this as it is into the statement of intermediate code. ST is what? ST is a mnemonic which is present in mod table. So length of this ST is 4 byte. So after execution of this statement, location counter should be 108 plus 4, that is 112. So I am writing 112 into the location counter for next instruction. And after ST1 is given, 1 shows the register number. And after 1, temp is given. And temp is nothing but the symbol. So I have to make this entry of temp into the symbol table. For temp. So what is address of this temp? Temp address will decide later when we will start the execution of next line. So instead of writing this, I will write $4. That means it shows the address of symbol table having serial number 4. Then next is for this line, I will copy. So what is this 4? 4 is a label. And after 4, DC is given. DC is a pseudocode which is present in pot table. So we have to decide the length of this 4. And LC for this 4 is, so here is our 4 label, 4 symbol. And location counter of this 4 label is 112. So I am writing address of 4 is 112 into the symbol table. And what is the length of this 4? After DC, F is given. F shows the full length. And the full, length of one full word is equals to 4 bytes. So length of this 4 symbol is 4. If instead of F, 2F is given, in that case we can say 2 full words are required, and size of one full word is 4 byte. So size of 2 full word is 8 byte. So that is the length of this 4 symbol. And always these are the relocatable. So I am writing R into the symbol table for all symbols. So after 4, and see here, size of this 4 symbol is 4. So LC will updated by 4. So 112 plus 4, that is 116. So after DC, next line is 5 DC. F quotation 5. So I am copying this. The 5 is the symbol which is already entered into the symbol table, and DC is the pseudocode which is already entered into the pot table. Now we have to find the address of this 5 symbol and length of this 5 symbol. So here LC shows the address of this 5 symbol. So 116 is the address of symbol 5. So I am writing 116 into the address. Now, what is the length of this 5 symbol? The length shows here. Here F is given. In this particular statement, F shows the one full word. and the size of one full word is 4 byte. So size of 5 is 4. All of you getting? So your LC will be updated by 4. 116 plus 4, that is 120. And next line is stamped. DS1F. I am copying this line. Temp is a symbol which already we have entered into the symbol table, and DS is a pseudocode which is already entered into the pod table. Now two things are remaining. One is we have to find the address of temp, and second thing is we have to find out the length of this temp symbol. Here this LC shows the address of temp symbol which is 120. So I am writing 120 into the address of temp symbol. Now we have to find out length of this temp. Here after DS1F is given, 1F shows the one full word and size of one full word is 4 bytes. So size of temp variable is 4. So I am writing 4 into the length table. And at last, after execution of this statement, location counter should be updated by 4 because this instruction takes 4 bytes. So 120 is our current location. 120 plus 4, that is 124 is the current LC. And after DS1F, end is given. So LC for end is 124. This is the end. End is a pseudocode which is present in pod table. So this is the intermediate code into $S2. $S3 and $S4. These four address we have to update with the help of symbol table. Dollar shows this symbol table and 2 is the serial number. What is address of this particular $2? That is 116. So instead of $S2, I am writing 112. Same for $3. Sorry, address of $2 is 116 and address of $3 is 112. And the address of $4 is 120. Sorry, 120, right? So I am writing 120. So this is the intermediate code which is the output of pass 1. Here there is no entry present into the literal table because no literal available in the given assembly code. If anything is given or any symbol starting with equals to sign, suppose here equals to 15 is given. So in that case we can say this is the literal. So I am writing this literal into the literal table, that is equals to 15. Likewise, we have to find address and length of this literal. And always remember this is relocatable. So I am writing R. After processing symbols, all symbols, we have to process the literals which are present in the given table. So after execution of symbols, we can start execution of literals. In second example, we will solve the literals.